So I said, oh, I was a crossing guard. Okay, I'm next. You know, and that's how it went. So that happened each time. The second time through, there were other family members involved. My father was my hero all my life. He was a federal judge for 19 years, a 2-star general in the Air Force, a wing commander of the National Guard, and they've named the National Courthouse after him in Washington, D.C. It's across from Lafayette Square in the south lawn of the White House. Yeah, he's huge. He's just huge. It's just so wonderful. And it's amazing what you can do with 2 careers, the flight, the military, and the law, if you don't pay a damn bit of attention to your family. I did everything I could to get my father's attention, and most of the time it didn't work all that well. I remember him telling me at 7 years old, whenever I ask you a question, you have 3 responses: yes sir, no sir, no excuse sir. That was it. That's how we were raised. Oh gosh, good old mom. Thank God for mom. I took care of him for 10.5 years in a nursing home when his life was ending, and all through the hospice experience, which I loved to hear about yesterday because it was just incredible. I also knew him being him. He gave speeches all over the country, maybe 30 or 40 a year, every year. And he timed his ovations. Flashback to being up in heaven, sitting on the table the second time, going back through the same questions and answers. And there's this little guy on all 4s sniffing the floor around my feet and back, this side, that side. From his haircut, I knew it was my dad. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm still working on figuring out what that all was. A chorus of women, the second time up, a chorus of women asked if they could bring Evie out. Can we bring Evie out? Evie wants to come. Can we please bring Evie out? And he kept saying, no, not yet, no. Don't do it. My mother's name was Elizabeth. I gotta believe she was the Evie they were talking about. She's always been an extremely spiritual woman all her life. And raised me to be a very spiritual guy. So, coming out of it, when I came, okay, I'll finish up. When I came out of it into sheer and utter panic, something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, there were 5 people's hands in my face. 10 hands pressing. 3 putting on this blue mask, which was just so claustrophobic, it was crazy. One guy coming in the artery with a needle. There was another needle in my chest kind of doing that. It was resuscitation time. And I didn't know it, of course. I just freaked out with that going on. Anyway, and then the 10:15 thing happened, and it all happened all the same, all over again. And it was wonderful. It was the most incredible, mind-blowing experience I've ever had in my life. I would love to do it over again. I would love to stay. I would love to ask a bunch of questions. What I got from this is that we are, for sure, without a doubt, our brother and sister's keeper. Absolutely. That's the whole reason we're here. It's the truth. That's the truth. I also got it that the soul, you know, us Catholics, when we grew up, we knew about the soul being different from the body, but it was kind of like this little wispy thing that was inside of you, you know, that you couldn't really identify at all. And when you died, the little wispy thing, I don't know whether it came out through your nose or your ears or whatever, but it came out and it went back to God. No, it's exactly the opposite. The soul is much bigger. All of this is just a wrapper. It's just a wrapper for the soul. And the soul is us, the I-ness. I was still Chris Markey when I was there. I was still Chris when I was there. And reviewing the movie was about Chris, okay? And I was still Chris. So the soul is this big, huge thing. Not this little wispy deal. Anyway, we got to take care of it. Thank you very much.
Jim, this is so hard.